Alrighty guys, it's been a bit since I've given you guys an update. I chilled in Houghton for a couple hours, used some Wi-Fi for a little while. Now I've made my way over and I'm currently in, I'm probably gonna botch the pronunciation, Ontonagon. It's like a small, decent sized town here, but the biggest town in the area before I get to the Porcupine Mountains. I'm pretty pumped. The colors are looking like they're gonna be in prime, and it's a massive state park, very well known, incredible place for hiking, and I'm gonna try to do a bunch of fishing there too. I'm gonna spend the next, for sure tomorrow. Didn't know if I wanted to go in or not today yet, but it looks like it's getting kind of late. It's already after 5. I'm really tired, and I gotta cook up some splake for dinner. That's some other splake fillet. And I found some state land just outside of the park, like 10 minutes outside of the park, that I think I'm gonna stay in. I'm not gonna lie, I almost bailed and wanted to find a motel just to shower up and watch some TV and stuff, but everywhere is booked. This is like the busiest time of year for the Porcupine Mountains for hiking and backpacking and stuff, and understandably. I'm gonna head over to that state land and cook up some dinner, and yeah, get ready to go head into the Porcupine Mountains tomorrow. Alrighty guys, so I searched around for a while and I checked out a couple state land spots, and I could not find anything. They all had gates on them, unfortunately, and I just didn't feel super comfortable just sitting right outside the gate, kind of tucked in the woods. It just didn't feel super great. So, but I actually found a campground with one spot left available, so I got pretty lucky, and it was quite a bit more expensive than I wanted it to be, but for one night, and they do have showers, I think it's gonna be worth it. And mostly just for the shower, honestly, and yeah, so I'm gonna get things situated. It's about 6 o'clock right now. It's been kind of raining on and off. I think I am gonna get things around, and I'm gonna start cooking up that leftover splake. Let's get it going. I'll show you guys the spot. Alrighty guys, just got settled into the truck camper for the night, and yeah, it got dark really fast, but I got cleaned up and everything, and oh, I'm stuffed. I finished off that last splake fillet, and it was incredible, the rice, and yeah, super delicious. Again, I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday, but splake, they are hybrid trout, and they cannot naturally reproduce. Like, I think only they come in every like mid to late October, November to spawn in Copper Harbor, but only about like 1% successfully spawn and reproduce. So obviously it's not a high number at all. So and they're all stocked fish, so you don't feel bad about taking them at all. But tomorrow, I think the plan is just I'm in the Porcupine Mountains right now at the Union River Big Bear Campground, I believe is the name of it. Looks pretty sweet. I've never been here before, so I'm really excited to check it out. We're going to check out
Lake of the Clouds, do a little bit of hiking, some fishing, and maybe check out some waterfalls, and then make my way further south. I think that's the plan. I only got a few more days in this area, and then I'm going to start making my way home slowly. But yeah, good day today. Blake was incredible. And yeah, just going to be chilling here, doing some work on my laptop and stuff, and I'm going to get to bed. I'll catch you guys in the morning.
Alrighty guys, good morning. I slept not the greatest last night. It was a really nice temperature, like 60 degrees all night, but I was just so sweaty and covered in fish slime for the last few days, so it was a little uncomfortable. But I finally was able to take a shower this morning. It was a glorious experience after more than 8 days without a shower. Feeling like $1,000 this morning, and made some breakfast, kind of take off from this campground, and yeah, gonna spend the entire day exploring Porcupine Mountains, gonna cook up some meals and stuff, and yeah, gonna get going. It's gonna be, should be a great day. It's a little bit cloudy, but I'm like right on Lake Superior, and I'm really pumped for it. So first time in the Porkies, let's get out of this campsite and yeah, get this day started. Alrighty guys, so I just checked out, just made it into the park. I checked out the visitor center. Michigan's biggest state park. It is pretty dang awesome. People come from all over the country and really the world to see this place. And just made it all the way up to the Lake of the Clouds lookout. And this is probably, it is by far the most well-known spot in the Porcupine Mountains. It's high elevation hills overlooking this beautiful lake. And I'm going to be hiking a bit. I'm only spending 1 day here, so I'm not backpacking or anything, but I'm going to be checking out the Escarpment Trail, I think it's called. And yeah, it's like by far the most well-known trail. It overlooks on this big ridge going over and checking out the lake. And I'm gonna bring a rod, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Gonna just spend the whole day hiking, fishing, and yeah, see what we go from here. Hike a couple miles and get things around and meet you guys up in the ridge.
I think I would be looking at the pictures and going, oh, where was that? Yeah, well, you have where it was, but not in.
Wow, that is incredible. Wow, that is stunning. Incredible. A lot prettier than I was expecting. Alrighty guys, so I grabbed my fishing pole and I took the Escarpment Trail for about a half-mile hike, and now I'm hiking the Northmere Lake Trail. It's about another half-mile to get down, all the way down to Lake of the Clouds, and it's a pretty steep, pretty nasty trail. And it is, apparently it gets up to like 1,900 feet of elevation up here. This is like the highest area elevation in Michigan, so I guess I'm not surprised. But boy, the second you get away from that lookout, there's like 0 people. It's pretty dang cool. But I've got about a half-mile to the lake. I have no clue if it's any good fishing or not, but I figured I might as well give it a try, and I kind of wanted to get a hike in, so that's the plan. Hopefully I can get some smallmouth or something. Alrighty guys, so I've been hiking for, I don't even know, probably 2-3 miles, and there is like 0 access, but I finally found a little opening here with no reeds. Like if you go all across that shallow area, I'll show you guys, pretty much this whole bay is all just stinking reeds and stuff, tons of shallow sand and reeds. But I finally found a spot that looks able to cast. You can see where I was hiking way up there on that cliff way up there. So I hiked a good distance down. This is like the only spot I found that I'm able to actually make a couple casts. So just got a wacky rig on. Gonna make a couple casts and maybe get lucky. This is about the only access I have, so it's gonna happen. It's gonna have to happen here. Hoping it gets a decent deep. I have no clue the depth in here. I do know there's smallmouth, and I saw some tiny smallmouth and perch on the bridge over by the swamp. But this is about my only shot. Really, the only other access, it looks like the cabin that you can rent out on the other side of the lake has like canoes and boats and stuff, but nobody else is allowed to go over there. But either way, this is an absolutely beautiful lake. I feel like I'm out west somewhere. Over to the left here. Give her a dangle. Alright, I'm just gonna let it sit out there for a while. I'm gonna turn this camera off. It seems like that's been the strategy for this trip. The second I turn it off, I get a bite. Guys, it happened. I hooked a big smallmouth. Oh no, he came off! No! That was a tank! What happened? No! No! That was a big smallmouth. It was such a light bite. Like, it was just sitting on the ground, and then I sort of reeled in, and he was just kind of sitting on it, nibbling on it for a while. It was a lot. It took a lot for him to get to eat it. Dude, because I've been casting at the same spot for like half an hour before that fish finally ate. Alrighty guys, so I kept hiking and I met this nice couple that said there was the last campsite back here, there was a whole point out here. Look at this spot. This spot is sweet. And there's nobody camping right here, so I think I'm gonna try to catch a fish. I'm still pretty bummed about losing that one. This is sweet. Look how beautiful this is. There's not a fish here. There ain't no fish in this lake. Guys, I've hooked another one, and it's in probably the worst possible imaginable spot. Big, it's a good fish. Oh man, don't come off. Oh my goodness. Only problem is there are so many reeds here. I don't even know if it's possible for me to land this thing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's a good fish. He's gonna get me so wrapped up in these reeds, I might be screwed. If I can just get him close. I don't know. Yeah, he's got me so wrapped. No! Just broke. Dang it, dude. I knew that was gonna be the spot. That was probably a 16-inch fish, but I also knew this spot was gonna be darn near impossible to land one. Just because, I mean, look at this. It's just all underbrush all around me. Dang it. Well, there's some big smallies in here. They're being really finicky, but they are in here. I don't know. Alrighty guys, so unfortunately I decided to start making the hike back. I got another probably 2-3 miles to get back. Got to hike all the way around the lake and back up the mountain, so I figured I'd start getting it over with, but pretty bummed. I lost 2 big smallmouth. That first one I'm still mad about, dude. That thing was so heavy and it just took off. And then, I mean, that spot, if you want to fish for yourself on Lake of the Clouds, like I really wanted to get one. I think it would be so cool, but it's just, there's hardly any access. I mean, it was that spot or that camping spot, and there was one little hole up on this trail up along here, and that was it. So unless you're in the cabin, like, there's not really anything you can do about it. It's just tough. And any of the good access, like, it's just all reeds, tons of snags. That's what I broke off on. There's so many snags down there. Nearly impossible to land a fish. I'm gonna make my way all the way back and yeah, get going. Eat up some lunch. Probably had to make my way out of here. It's absolutely beautiful here though. Alrighty guys, so I just finished up lunch, got a few things situated in the truck camper, and I think I'm gonna get out of here. Absolutely incredible. Lake of the Clouds was so beautiful, so cool. I've spent a few hours hiking, did a little bit of fishing. Unfortunately didn't land anything. It was just near impossible to actually land anything in that situation, but I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna head back into Silver City, and then I am going to head down to Lake Gogebic. I'm probably botching that pronunciation, but it's the biggest inland lake in the Upper Peninsula. Never been there before, don't know anything about it. It's a huge lake, but I'm hoping to catch some walleye, do some more fishing, do some more exploring, and check out a waterfall in the area, and hopefully get some smallmouth maybe. And yeah, I wish I could spend more time in the Porcupine Mountains, but my time here is getting shorter. And I mean, I saw the main attraction, and I mean, I don't know what else to see. All the waterfalls are on the far west side of the park, and I'm not going to go there, but I'm definitely going to come back. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a huge amount of area, so much to see and explore, but super awesome. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys back on the road.